Awesome. First and foremost, Eddie, welcome to this podcast slash video series. Want to interview all of the resellers that we work with and just resellers that are doing awesome in this journey as well. So first and foremost, welcome, Eddie.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Glad to be
Definitely,
here.
100%. So let's kind of get started with first and foremost your background. I know you have a normal day-to-day job reselling on part-time, and you have 9 children, correct?
My background is in restaurant management, and I've been doing that for the last 10 years. And that's currently what I am doing. I'm a restaurant manager, so I do that 50 hours a week, sometimes a little more. And yeah, I got 9 children. Little, if you need any kids, let me know. I might put a couple up. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, I got a lot of stuff to do. So yeah, reselling is part time for me.
Awesome. And then when did you start reselling?
I initially started reselling back in like 2015, 2016. Around that time, I had just became the general manager of another store, and that was kind of crazy. So, reselling kind of had went to the side for me, and I kind of slipped away from it for a few years. But I had started that. I had started ordering stuff from like liquidation.com, and it wasn't a lot. I think I was doing maybe a few hundred extra dollars a week at that time, and then I got away from it, and I just got back into it again once COVID initially hit. What was that, last year?
Mhm. Nice. And then in terms of what do you mostly sell and where are you acquiring the inventory from? Because I know you sell on eBay and Amazon, a little bit of Macari, correct?
Correct. I was doing Poshmark, but I just didn't like that whole setup. I don't know, just wasn't at the time. It just wasn't for me. So yeah, so eBay, mostly eBay, some Amazon. I've been kind of running a gambit of products, but I've been kind of trying to narrow that down. And so what I'm really starting to fix on is health and beauty.
Okay. And then how are you picking up most of those health and beauty products?
Most of it's liquidation, so I use 888 lots. I do some liquidation.com still. I try to get most of my stuff to be new. Health and beauty, when you get used or not used but returns, that can go any way, right?
Yeah.
But 888 lots usually has some really nice lots. It's a little bit higher, but it's still a good price point. It's mostly in the $2, maybe low $3 range, but it's the margins on most of the stuff is pretty high. You get some stuff that's but for the most part, it's pretty good product. So I've been using them. I haven't used wholesale ninjas yet. I've been thinking about that. I hear some good reviews about them, but and I also just started sourcing directly from Target through B Stock.
Nice. Yeah, 100%. So we actually talked to B-Stock a couple of times, and obviously we know the liquidation game. So let me just clear it up. $2 to $3 per unit, correct?
Yeah, yeah.
And then you say, what's kind of the average sale price that you get? You can just kind of ballpark it, and then we can obviously calculate the ROI that you're getting on those numbers.
Well, I'm about to do a video for my June sales on eBay, and my average sale price for June was a little bit over $16.
Okay.
And that's not just health and beauty because I still got other stuff in my store too, right? But yeah, average sale price is about $16 and some change.
Nice. So you're looking more at that volume gains instead of a high ASP, correct?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then,
So my sell through rate was what? Want to say last time I checked it was 5.2%, but for the month of June it was about 4.9% on eBay.
that's kind of the beauty of non-clothing items. Shoes are a bit different volume because they sell a bit quicker, but like health and beauty, hard goods, along those lines, they move a lot faster than clothing just because of the volume of clothing that's out there, which it's super. I personally like hard goods better than like clothing, but again, it depends on each person across the board.
Yeah. And I had stopped doing clothes, and I got some clothes, and I got some stuff that I had just bought that I was going to sell. Some of it was I'm gonna send to Amazon, but I think I was listening to Chris the other day from Daily Refinement talking, and he got a lot of stuff in his store, but he said his sell through rate was around like 2.6%. So even with all the stuff, and he's selling a lot, but it's still a 2.6%, sell through rate. So for me, I just wanted something that moved a little faster and all of that. So
100%. And then in terms of kind of your next goals, what are you thinking about? Like what's your thought process? Like are you like what kind of bottlenecks are you trying to solve? Kind of give us the lowdown on that.
couple bottlenecks. Number one, I need to get rid of some inefficiencies just in my whole process from which I have done from, from packing all the way up to the shipping process. I've done some things to kind of alleviate some of that, but my ultimate goal is I don't want to just do the one-off game. I do want to move into like some like bulk lots where I end up reselling to other resellers. So I think I want to move into that. I do have a website, but it's not up yet, so I'm not even gonna put that out there. But I'm just in the beginning stages of that. Just maybe buy a couple Target pallets or other types of pallets, break it down, and offer some pretty good deals to other resellers.
Yeah, but I was actually just talking about it, and we've obviously talked to these large like wholesalers as well. What we've seen, kind of this kind of information for everybody, is like people are buying truckloads and then breaking them down into smaller loads and then wholesaling those off. Obviously, the margin isn't, you're not double tripling your money, but the margin's still pretty dang good, especially because you're buying so much volume at that point.
Yeah, yeah. And in my city, there's only a few. There's a couple people that just started doing that. Even they got locations up. About there's one that's close by, and there's another one that's about a half hour away. So even in that, one of my goals would be a location, and I think there's a good market for that just in my city of people who want those types of deals. I mean, yeah, you got the Targets and the Walmarts, but you can still offer people a better deal on the brands that come from those specific types of stores.
Mhm. No, 100%. Have you ever looked into like I know it's kind of off topic, like bin stores.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The one location that I was just talking about, they do a bin thing on the weekends, and so I thought of that, of adding that when I did finally get a location, which my goal for that would be next year sometime. Um, but yeah, definitely having a day where I would do just bins, dollar bins, $3 bins, $5 bins, and so on.
100%. And then, do you think you want to? Are you trying to keep that full-time restaurant general manager gig until you cross? Or are you trying to have that for the long term, or are you, like you said, next year? Are you looking to be able to try to transition into full-time reselling?
My plans and everything I've been doing has been geared toward going to full-time reselling by next year. Been doing restaurants for a long time, man. It wears on you after a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah, and I got with the kids and everything. I just need that flexibility. I don't want to be working 10-hour days and it's all through the mid part of the day and I can't go to a basketball game or a football game and all of that. You know what I mean? I don't mind the hours. It's just how the hours are structured.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So I would rather get up at 6 in the morning, work till 2 or 3, stop, do stuff with the kids, and then maybe get back to work at night. And just to have that flexibility, that's what's becoming like more important to me. So
100%. And we're even seeing it during the like pandemic. You probably see it even more now since everything went remote. Like the shift of everybody wanting to go remote is so dramatic. Like it's insane. Everybody is the same. Everybody wants the freedom which you're talking about across the board. It makes it so much. It makes life a little bit easier for sure.
yeah, people got a taste of it. You know what I mean? People been doing this for so long, and then when they finally got a taste of a little bit of freedom and flexibility during the pandemic, they're like, man, I've been missing out,
100%. Oh my god. Awesome. So kind of recap. So you're looking maybe next year looking to go full time, and then you want to do the wholesale breakdown pallets, and then put out to wholesale units across the board.
Correct.
Awesome, awesome. And then so even, let's go before that next year. What's kind of like your game plan to hit that next year's goals? And do you have any goals in terms of like revenue goals, listing goals, anything along those lines that you would want to talk about?
Yeah, yeah, of course, definitely, because that's all part of it, right?
Mhm.
So, in the my thing right now is I'm trying to build up. I want to get the most out of this upcoming Q4,
Mhm.
right? I've already been saving. I was able to take advantage because I've been in business for a few years of the PPP stuff, so I got money from that, which I've been putting all back into the business. Um, everything that I've been getting, I've been putting back in. So I really haven't been doing the cash flow thing right now. And it's been money in, money out for product and just trying to build the store and get it up. Listing goal wise, I want my store to at least by the time I do transition, I would like my eBay store to be anywhere in that 2,500 to maybe 4,000 item range, 5,000 if possible. You know what I mean? it's gonna take some work for that, but I think I can do it at least anywhere between 25 to 3,000 items. Amazon wise, I would like to be bringing at least around $2,000 to $5,000 a month, and that, I mean, that for me, I haven't been putting a whole lot of energy in it, so I'll be happy with just about $2,000 to $5,000 of revenue from that. So, and then I would like to be able to at least have in my sites a target location, that price point wise per month, that would depend on my area. It could be kind of cheap, but I would want to start lower, on a lower end. I could always move up if I need more room and more space. I would just rather start with a smaller location. The online aspect would be the main source of income until I build up that other location. And then I can just sell things that might not be necessarily good to sell online. You know what I mean? So yearly, I would like to be at least in the $50,000 range of net income, not gross sales, net sales.
And how many listings do you have right now on your store?
I crossed over 1,000 not too long ago. I might be a little bit under. I just had a lot of sales, but I just crossed over 1,000. I've actually been with the help from you guys, so I just went over 1,000. So I got to step it up. I got to bulk up for Q4, and we'll see how that goes.
Awesome. First and foremost, congrats on the 1,000. That's a mark and a half. Like, not a lot of people hit that 1,000 mark at all.
No, it is, man. I've been busting my, and what I'm saying, and this is the thing about it, with help from y'all, and even doing this part-time, I've been able to do that. I'm trying to get my significant other, my wife, to help me with the listing, but and so I kind of can estimate what I would be able to do production-wise if I'm doing this full-time. If I'm getting up X amount of listings part-time, I can just multiply that by, if I'm putting that extra 50 hours a week that I'm putting into work, if I'm putting it into the business, what that would equal out to.
Yep. The numbers will hit nice. Let's say you have a 6% sell-through rate, right? And you're listing 100 items a day, like that, it starts compounding like crazy really fast.
Yeah.
Like it starts that snowball effect where it starts rolling in quickly too. Especially if you got fast moving items and your profit margin is pretty dang good. Even with shipping and fees, you're still making 2-3x on your cash. Like then it's like, how can you get rid of the processing bottleneck, and then you can just scale through, and then maybe it's sourcing at that point. Like how can you acquire thousands of units every couple of weeks?
Well, yeah, for sure. Those will be good problems to have, right?
100%. It's stepping stones left and right. It's like, how can you get there across the board?
But the first goal is, let's just get there. I want to have at least a year's worth of salary saved up before I make that transition. So just for any bumps and bruises along the way.
Nice. And then in terms of like the restaurant managing side, have you ever sold any like a restaurant equipment before, or have you dove down that avenue, or has it been mostly the cosmetics and like home goods?
You said, have I sold any restaurant equipment?
Yeah.
I haven't gone down that road yet. No. I've done almost everything else, a little bit of everything, man. Some of it bust and some of it decent, right? No restaurant stuff, no big stuff like that. I actually, when I do get a location, want to get into larger items, of course, some furniture, appliances, and stuff like that, because I know through B Stock you can source from Best Buy and all those types of places. And so I would be looking into that later on down the line when I got room to actually store some of that stuff. But as of right now, that might be a little bit too large, and I don't really have the space for those types of items.
Yeah, even kind of touching on that topic, right? We were talking the B Stock again, and they struggle with moving very large items. Like that's what they really struggle with. So if somebody can come in, buy these items for dirt cheap, and be able to store and move them at scale, like there's definitely a good opportunity in those larger items. It's like then it becomes like, can you do it can you do it online and in person, like that if you could combo both of those, have local sales while you push stuff online, like bigger items, you could make a killing on that, like relatively easy.
You really could, and from some of the items I've seen, man, the margins would be great. And I know in my area in particular, appliances move pretty fast. I'm talking about used bullcrap appliances, right? Yep. Not even just this scratch and dent stuff that's pretty much a new condition coming from Best Buy or whatever. But so I know I would do good locally. I guess the online aspect would be something you would kind of have to figure out, later as you got going.
Yeah, you can always palletize, right? Like I know back when I was doing eBay quite often, that was kind of the main source of income in the States and that stuff. We would buy like large subwoofers and be able to, like, like palletizing an item isn't too expensive, especially when it's close too. Maybe going far is kind of a pain, like, but you could definitely move a massive refrigerator, not a refrigerator, but a washing machine for $300. You know what I'm saying? Like it's doable. I don't think anybody's done it correctly yet.
Right,
It's definitely doable.
right, right. You just have to solve a few problems.
Yep, 100%, 100%. Cool. And then anything on our end that we can focus on, right? Like in terms of the HAMMOQ side, is there anything that you would want to see, like us to get better at? Just kind of a quick trying to get feedback as much as possible.
Just the app, man. I think you guys can definitely find a way to make the app better. Usually when I do it, I don't use the app that comes from the App Store. I do it through the online
Mhm.
app. And it got slower in uploading the pictures. So
Yep.
there's probably a few glitches that you guys probably can streamline. I do like it though. I like the fact that I just take some pictures. I purposely don't put in all the information because my goal is just to get them to you guys, get the drafts, and I can do the rest from there. That's faster than me doing it regardless.
Yep.
So for me, that works perfectly. It's just that whole uploading the image process that I think kind of slowed down a little bit in the last couple of months or so.
100%. We actually just fixed that on our end. It should be getting tested today. That's really damn quick. And then a question on the app, like what do you not like on the app, and what's kind of slowing that process down?
I think it is. Now you talking about the app from the Google Store or from using the website on the
The
phone?
mobile app. So in terms of using it through the Google Store.
Yeah, so I haven't really used that one as much.
Okay.
I looked at it and I just been more comfortable, honestly, just using the website through the phone. So I
Yep.
honestly haven't tested it, so I couldn't really give no
Yeah,
feedback
100%.
on that.
Yeah, definitely try it out, right? It's there. It's very quick too. Once you get the hang of it, there's a couple uploads. Instead of having to go through and browse and then download images, there's a little gallery button. You just click it and it'll upload for you. It's kind of cool either way.
Okay. I think I seen somebody say something about that in the group. I'll definitely give it a try on my next upload.
Cool, man. Awesome. And then in terms of like next steps, like let's say the next month, is your goal just trying to getting ready for that Q4? And how many items do you want for that Q4? And like what do you expect your sales to be during that Q4 as well?
So so we're in July.
Mhm.
My goal would be by the end of July, as far as having listings up on eBay, I would like to have 1,500 active listings up
Okay.
by the end of the month. Okay. That would be that goal. Revenue wise, I mean, whatever type of revenue. I mean, if I keep going on this track, another 1,000 or another 500 listings, I should be around, I don't know, that 4,500 to 500, gross revenue range ish, depends, right, on what type of items is moving. But it may probably be anywhere from 45 to $5,500, right?
Nice.
By Q4, I feel like I need to be around 2,500 items at least,
Okay.
minimum.
So
Uh,
in theory, revenue should be about 10 to 12K with your if you're at 2,500 items, correct?
that's what I would be thinking. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Nice. And with your margins, that's a chunk of change too.
Yeah, dude, because you're talking about items that I'm paying, depending on where I'm getting it from, $2 or $3 for it. And then some of these items, man, are selling $30,
Yep.
$40, regularly 20 something bucks, right? But like
Yep.
I said, average sale price is 16, but you got to have some high selling items that just they have a $16 average sale price.
Yep.
So I mean, yes, it's just ridiculous. And me, I really like doing bundles and lots. So if I can sell something 2, 3, 4 at a time, get rid of it even faster. Now I take an item that might have sold 10, 12, $13. I'll give it a lot 2 or 3 or 4. Now I sell it for 20, 30, $40. And the shipping rate is usually about the same.
Mhm.
It's usually about the same, if not a couple dollars more, but it's usually about the same. So that's how I increase the profit margins on that as well.
Nice. Fucking love it, man. Love it. Cool. Awesome. And then how often do you bulk? Is bulk listings or bulk items in the listing? Is it like 20-30% of the time? Like I'm trying to get like your store and how are you running your store in general? Because your numbers are increasing, right? Again, if the more you list, the more and your average sale price is moving is good and you're actually moving items pretty quickly too.
I've been doing it a lot more lately. Number wise, I don't know. I can't really say. let's just say this, whenever I get a chance,
Mhm.
I'll even like when I receive stuff in pallets and lots, if I know that I have another item already listed,
Uh-huh.
if it makes sense, I'll go back and change that listing and make it a bulk listing.
Okay.
Just because I know those listings are moving a whole lot faster for me. So
Interesting.
lately, that's been really working really well. I noticed. And so once I get other stuff in, even if it's a hot selling, something that's selling for $20, $30, I'll go back and make it a lot of 2 or 3 for 40 or $50
Yep.
because it'll sell faster. Because so a lot of times people want, it'll even sell faster than doing multi-quantity listings.
Mm.
And then you know how you do the multi-quantity and you'll give them a multi-quantity discount. Well,
Yep.
that won't sell as fast as doing a lot of 2, 3, or 4. So anytime I get a chance lately, I'll go back and I'll make it a bulk listing.
That's interesting. And let's actually dive more into that. Like in terms of the speed of sale or the sell through of those bulk, how much faster do you think it is? So let's say spitball. Like let's say you have a packet of 2 shampoos or whatever it may be, and you have one. How much faster do you think that bulk listing is going to sell?
Lately, honestly, man, it seemed like 2 or 3 times faster. I've been
Really?
going back to listings that haven't moved in months. I'll change it up, even if it was a multi-quantity listing. I'll change it. I'll make it a lot of 2 or 3, and within a few days or a week or so, it'll sell.
Really?
Haven't moved in months, man. It's not even that it's not a product that hasn't been selling or anything. I'll go check the analytics, it sells and everything. For whatever reason, mine just wasn't moving.
Yeah.
I'll play around with the sometimes I'll do the promoted listings. Boom, go back, make it a lot of 2 or 3. Next thing I know, it's gone, man.
Mhm.
That's the difference right there.
That's interesting. And then have you ever sold on Facebook Marketplace?
Yeah, I do that all the time whenever I can.
Yeah, no, yeah. Like I talked about this yesterday or the day before. We're seeing massive growth on Facebook Marketplace. I recommend, even if it's not using us, like just people should be posting on Facebook Marketplace either way. Big stuff, small stuff. Like I know I talked about this again, like the Renzi crew that does shoes. Like they added
Yeah,
Facebook
yeah.
Marketplace last month, and like the volume they're doing on it is it's crazy. Honestly, I think Facebook Marketplace is going to be the next eBay, if not compete strongly with Facebook with eBay.
And they've been adding a lot of features now. And you can add a SKU number. You can do multi-quantity. People can do best offer. You can ship. You can do your own shipping label. You can have them do the shipping label.
Mhm.
One of the features I really love, because I just put some listings up last night, is that I can do the listing on my desktop, and if I got the pictures on my phone, I can upload the pictures on my desktop from my phone. You just press the button. Facebook will send you a message on the phone. You press the message. You can upload the pictures directly from your phone to the desktop, and it's that seamless. So like that's a really, really good feature.
Interesting. I haven't even seen that feature on that side. If you do that again, can you send me a video of it? That's super interesting.
Yes, man. It's awesome. I'm telling you, it makes it so much faster because you don't have to go from your phone to your computer or whatever. However you want to transfer your photos, you can just boom, hit the button. Facebook sends you a message, upload it from your phone.
Have you done their promoted listings yet? Not like the just like normal promoted listings on Facebook Marketplace.
I've done it once, but I haven't done it enough to like speak on it, honestly.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Like we did a little test run as well, and like it was insane. Like they're using the same
Yeah.
Facebook algorithm that they normally use for like actually marketing, and it's for $1 we got 3 to 4x more views and more offers. It was crazy, crazy. Unlike some like weird
Well,
stuff.
you could tell because their algorithm, whatever they're using, man, is super targeted.
Oh my
Super targeted. You know that just by every time you log in and
God.
hey, I just looked at this on some other site and all of a sudden it's on my Facebook feed, right? For this item or this product.
Yep.
So yeah, whatever they're doing is super targeted. So I would think that you can get the most out of, your advertising dollars using that.
Yep. No, 100%. We're on the same page, man. It's freaking crazy. Cool, man. That's all the questions I had on my end. Anything else that you want to talk about, or let's any what's your YouTube channel, your Instagram? Let's get you some. We'll connect. We'll put it in the bottom as well. If anyone wants to follow Eddie,
Yeah.
the link will be below.
Yeah, no, my YouTube channel is Ed Ziegler, Hustle&Grow. So just Ed Ziegler. And then my Instagram is the same thing, Ed_Ziegler. But no, all I'm doing, man, I'm just hustling, trying to, I guess, live the American dream, man. But I know it takes work, it takes dedication, and it takes focus and consistency. And so those are the main things. And utilizing tools like the tools that your company offers, which is greatly appreciated. So that's all I got to say. And I appreciate you guys' help and everything.
Awesome, man. Again, thank you, Eddie. Thank you again for your time, man, and jumping on this call. It's been a pleasure, man. It's been a pleasure going over the resale journey in general and your life. It's been a fun time.
All right, thanks a lot, man. You have a good one.
Cool, man. Peace.